everyone. My name is Lynn Labarta, Vice President of Post-Acute Revenue Cycle Management with SimiTree. Thank you for joining us on our hospice video series. Today, I wanted to share a few tips to ensure that your hospice billing is successful. As you know, billing is a critical aspect of hospice care. And without proper billing, hospice agencies can lose money and jeopardize their business. So it's super important to get this piece of it right. So to help hospice organizations optimize their billing procedures, we've created a blog post with some essential tips on accurate hospice billing, and you can access that by clicking the link below. So, in today's video, I wanted to just go over some of those tips. I would say first off, stay tuned with Medicare regulations. Medicare will most likely be your largest, your most common payer source. So it's really important to stay up to date, and that way you can minimize any kind of claim rejections. Now, the second, I think, most important thing is verifying insurance eligibilities. Make sure that you're doing an eligibility for those hospice patients. Make sure that they have Medicare Part A entitlement, because they have to have Medicare Part A entitlement in order for you to provide hospice care. Now, the good news is if a patient is on a Medicare HMO, for example, it reverts back to traditional Medicare. So we would essentially bill traditional Medicare for those types of patients. So that's the good news. And the third point of all of this is you really need to be careful and have very accurate diagnosis coding. Okay, this is a critical part of hospice billing, because remember that your primary diagnosis is very important because it reflects the patient's terminal condition. And if not accurate, your claim is going to get rejected. So you want to make sure that you're checking those NOEs immediately after submission, after billing them, as quickly as possible, because you can get a rejection for an inaccurate primary diagnosis. And you want to make sure you're looking into that quickly, because you don't want to have any kind of timely filing penalties when it comes to the NOEs. The fourth tip that I want to give you all is timely submission of claims. Monitoring your submission deadlines, knowing what those deadlines are, especially when it comes to the insurance claims that you're billing, the commercial insurance claims, that's going to be really critical. So, implement a system in the office to track and follow up on any kind of pending and rejected claims in order to keep that cash flowing for the agency. And then last but not least, thorough documentation, right? Everything is going to rely at the end on the documentation that you have in the chart. So documenting the patient's terminal prognosis, symptom management, and the different disciplines and the teams that are involved in that care is super important for establishing medical necessity and justifying the billing that you're doing. And if you do that, it will help in the future in case Medicare ever asks you for any ADRs, any chart reviews. It'll help avoid any kind of takebacks or overpayments. So I hope that these few tips have been helpful. Like I said before, the blog explains things in more detail and gives you some additional tips. So please feel free to click on that below. And know that we specialize in billing for home health and hospice. So if you have any questions related to this topic or any other, please feel free to reach out to us and we'd be more than happy to help. Thanks a lot and have a great day.